Alright guys, back again for another review. Big Tom.
Damien.
Today we're going to be doing the Red Rod mod, which I received for review from Todd's Reviews, and that's it.
Come on, tell us a little more about the mod, Tom. I mean, you've had this for a week now, I haven't had a chance to use it.
Yeah, the mod's decent, it's nice, but that's about it.
This mod is made by a guy called Alex Laszlo, who's a mod maker from Moscow, Russia. He's designed it basically to try and get the very minimal out of a mod that you can use. Currently at the moment there's only been 20 manufactured and shipped out. This is number 6, but he has over 213 orders on the first batch ready to be sent out. It's a mechanical mod in 18350 mode. It's made from copper brass, and it's got a magnetic switch. And it doesn't have, which is quite interesting, the top cap basically doesn't have basically a pin in it or any insulation in it, which is a bit of a problem for now. These will be rectified in a new batch. And it is basically, if you don't want those sort of extras in this, it's a very minimalist mod. It's very tiny. So basically your atomizer connects to your battery. The ventilation is given to us at the moment through the button, by pressing the button, which leaves an air hole through there. But this has been actually rectified for the new batches. He has put some ventilation in this switch now. Yeah, it's basically a guy makes it at home on a lathe, pretty much. Very, very tiny. There it is with a K-Fun Nano on the top. So yeah, done your fucking job for you again. Why don't you tell us how you've been using the mod, Tom, because I haven't fucking used it.
I've been using the mod. I do like it. The only thing, as Damien's saying, is obviously the difference in the rectification that needs to be done. It's basically a fucking bomb in your hand ready to go off, because there is no, if your battery does leak, there's nowhere for it to go. Yeah,
there is no juice well or drip well at all in the top cap as well, so if your atomizer is leaking, that will leak all over onto the battery, which is a little bit of an issue. But I mean, it's a stunning little device. It is absolutely tiny. It really is. It may look tiny on this. You don't realise how small it is until you actually have it in your hand. You know, it is a really tiny fucking little thing. Yeah, especially with a K-Fun Nano kit on the top. Currently, these are €70 delivered anywhere in the UK. So they're not on the high-end spec. Do you know what I mean? And the switch is really nice. It does hit extremely hard. It has magnets in the switch. It does have sort of like a recessed button as well, so it doesn't have a locking ring. Pretty much like you would the GP PAPs, it's basically recessed inside there, so you can put it down without it firing. So there is no need for a locking ring. It's pretty minimal. It is basically just what you see is what you get. There's not really a huge deal to talk about. Todd pretty much covered everything you need in his review, and he was kind enough to send Tom this for us to review. And yeah, it's I think it's laser etched engraving with the Red Rod. This is number 6 there. Todd's number 6. It does have engraving on the bottom. Not too sure also what that is. I think that's laser etched as well. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's like a brushed copper finish on it. That's basically it. I mean, look at it, it's tiny, and it works just by basically your brass connection or your copper, is it copper connection in the button? Like I said, I haven't had this mod, this is the first time I've sort of seen it and used it. Yeah, copper connection on the bottom, and when you push the button in, it actually vents there. But that's on these ones here. Alex has rectified that on the new versions being made now on batch 2. And it proper is a stealthy vape. It really is a stealthy vape. Look at that. Tiny little thing there. If you do like the idea of the Red Rod mod, you can get it by visiting Alex's Facebook page. I've just put it above my head there. And contact him, and I think they are taking orders until August for the next batch. What we'll do now is we'll go down to the table, and we're going to let Tom have a little talk about it, and we'll come back and have our last thoughts. Alright?
Alright guys, so here we have the Red Rod mod. dinkiest little mod, basic as well. As I say, magnet switch. Oh, it's beautiful, is that? I like that. I do like the finish of it. Silky threads. Regarding obviously the venting on the batteries, if you do get a venting battery, unfortunately, the only way that it's obviously going to release the gas is if you press the button. That's where the vent comes through the pin. This mod does only actually take nipple tops. It doesn't take flats because it doesn't work with that, but there should be a fix on the next batch. So yeah, I do like it. Does make your hands smell of pennies, which, you know, it is a copper. So I do like the etching on the bottom of the button. Does look really cool, and it's dinky. So we've got the Enzonic here. You can tell the difference in size, both 350, and you can tell. There we have the Nemesis in 350 and the GP Paps 350. You can see it is tiny compared to them. So it's just your basics. The new batch should be coming out round about August time, I believe. And there is a few fixes obviously regarding the venting. And hopefully there will be something regarding the juice well as well. Obviously if the juice does leak out of your atomizer, it will go on top of your battery, and that is a bit of a fault. So there we have it with the Kayfun Nano on the top. And let's just give it a little vape. As you can see, the vape's really nice, does look wonderful. I do really like it. And there we go, the red rod mod. Alright guys, so after looking at the red rod up close, I will now start doing my research from now on.
Fucking right you will. Cheeky bastard. He reminds me of one of them kids at school who always took my fucking homework. And I'm the sort of guy I don't want them to get expelled, do you know what I mean? But fucking hell. So I made sure I researched the mod. Sorry about that, Todd. Next time talk to me, mate, he's fucking useless.
I'm the cool one, still.
He's not cool. They said that out of pity. That's all he goes on about now. Anyway, so yeah, you saw the mod. You saw how minimal it was. You saw what it uses. Magnetic switch, no juice well in the top cap, no centre pin basically, so it is just a connection from your battery to your atomizer. Is an issue if you have a leaky atomizer. Get rid of that atomizer anyway. That could be down to user error. But I mean, there are some things that do leak juice, like a Kayfun light. It does seep out of the bottom screw, so there you do have maybe a potential issue if your battery gets covered in e-juice. It does have some venting, but only when the button is pressed. So if you do have a venting battery in it and you're not using it, there it's going to build up with some gas. But like I said, these have been rectified in the next batch. I think 20 have already been done. He's got 213 orders with the rectified button. And yeah, I mean, you could easily, if you do have one of these ones, if you have the first batch, you could easily put your own vent hose in it. Vent hose? Vent hose. No such thing as a vent hoe. Not yet. But yeah, €70 delivered anywhere in the world. It is a guy making them at home on a lathe. A Russian guy, Alex. Very nice guy. I've been speaking to him a bit on Facebook. He's been giving me all the details that we needed. And yeah, you know, it is a dinky little mod for the collection. It's tiny, and you won't believe how tiny it is until you actually have it in your hand. It's smaller in the hand than it looks like on video. You know, when I saw Todd holding it up, I thought, oh, it don't look that small really, next to an 18350 Nemesis. But it really fucking is. It dwarfs them all. It's tiny. So I like it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of groovy. I mean, this particular model, the first one without the venting, is a bit of an issue for me. And I'm still not too overly keen on the idea of not having a centre pin and maybe a possible juice cup or a juice well inside to catch any potential problems of leaky juice. But there you go. It is that. It is a design to basically for those who feel they just want the very bare minimum they can get from a mod. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely doing said it all. It's nice. I like it.
Well, thanks very much for watching this review. And we will see you on the next one. Stay safe. And 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so here...
Hey guys. Hey guys. I'm a farmer. back again for another review on custard. Ambrosia Yeovilton custard. We likes that.
Alright guys, back in for another review. Big Tom.
Damien.
Today we're going to be doing the Red Rod, which I know fuck all about.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed already.
You shouldn't be embarrassed, mate. You're a reviewer, aren't you?
I've been busy all week, so I don't know fuck all about it. Damien's done the research.
Of course, yeah. Once again, even though I haven't had a chance to use this mod because Tom's had it the entire week, I've done all the research on it. I contacted Alex Laszlo, that's the name of the guy who makes it, Tom, who's a Russian mod maker. He lives in Moscow, by the way. And yeah, he's... Oh, you lucky bastard.